All right, buckle up, everybody, because we're diving deep into this whirlwind engagement everyone's talking about. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco.
Yeah, it's everywhere online.
It really is. Like every headline, every social media
Oh,
post.
yeah.
We've got a whole stack of articles, a ton of social media stuff to go through. And let me tell you,
It's a lot.
it is a lot. And there's some serious celebrating going on, but there are also some people raising eyebrows like, what is going on here?
Yeah, for sure.
So are you guys ready to go way beyond the headlines with me and figure out what's really happening?
Let's do it.
Because, this is not just your typical celebrity gossip.
No, it goes deeper.
This is about how we see love changing, what success looks like these days, and maybe we'll even get a little education on diamonds while we're at it. What do you think?
I'm here for the diamond talk, especially.
Right. Always fun.
Always.
Okay, so what I think is so interesting here is that we're seeing this relationship play out between two people who actually have a history together.
Right.
Both personally and professionally, their paths have sort of crossed and intertwined, and that just makes the whole thing so much more complicated.
It adds so many layers to the story.
It really does.
Absolutely.
But before we get too deep into that, let's do a super fast recap just in case anyone needs it.
Good idea.
Okay, Selena Gomez. I mean, come on, everybody knows her.
Global superstar.
Global superstar,
Good shit.
actress, she's in everything.
Only murders.
Only murders, love it.
Rare beauty, billionaire.
Billionaire, right. Rare beauty is huge.
Huge.
Okay, and then we've got Benny Blanco.
Now, he might be a little less in the spotlight.
He's a little more behind the scenes, but oh my gosh, you guys, this guy is like a music magician.
A powerhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's written and produced hits for Rihanna,
Yes.
Katy Perry,
Uh-huh.
Ed Sheeran,
Huge names.
even worked with Selena years ago.
Which is so interesting, right?
That's the thing that gets me, that past connection. It makes this whole engagement thing extra intriguing.
Yeah.
What does it tell us about them and how they've grown and how they've come back together?
Totally. All right, we've got to talk about the ring.
Of course.
I mean, because, come on, who doesn't love a little bling?
Yeah, spill the tea.
Right. Okay, so we're talking about a Marquise cut diamond. They're estimating it's 6 carats, maybe a little more, set on a yellow gold band.
Classic.
Very classic, very beautiful. And the sources are saying it's worth around $225,000. But honestly, guys, who cares about the price tag at this point? What I'm really interested in is that they chose a Marquise cut.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's making a comeback. And it's such a flattering shape, especially on Selena's hand.
It is?
But there's something else. Remember those lyrics from Good For You? She says, I'm a Marquise diamond.
Oh my gosh, I totally missed that.
Right.
So now that you say it, it's wow, she manifested her own bling.
She totally did.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, how much these little details actually mean something deeper in a relationship.
Yeah. Okay, so let's break down the relationship timeline a little bit.
All right.
They've only been public as a couple for about a year.
Officially, yeah.
Officially, yeah, but like we were saying, they go way back.
Right.
And get this, some sources are saying that Selena actually asked Benny out first.
No way.
I know, right? And apparently he was totally clueless.
Really?
He thought it was just a casual hangout.
Oh, Betty.
I know.
That's so interesting because it kind of flips the script on who makes the first move.
Yeah.
And if you think about, everything Selena's gone through, especially, after that very public relationship with Justin Bieber, it makes you think maybe she's in a different place now, more confident,
Right. This isn't the same Selena we saw a few years ago. She's been through a lot, and she seems so much stronger now, more sure of herself. What would you say are the biggest signs for you that she's just in a different place?
Well, I mean, asking him out is a big one.
Definitely.
That takes confidence. And even how she handles all the media stuff, all the craziness around this engagement.
Yeah.
She's just so graceful about it, so funny.
Right.
Not defensive at all.
That's a great point. Okay, you guys get ready for this because this is hilarious.
Right.
The proposal. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Taco Bell.
Oh, come on.
I know.
Yes, yes.
So some sources are saying that they actually got engaged at Taco Bell.
In the drive-thru.
Right. And then others are saying, no, that was just where they went to celebrate after he popped the question.
Oh, okay. Still hilarious, though.
Either way, it is so classic Selena.
Total 180 from what we usually see with celebrity engagements.
Right. All the fancy over-the-top stuff.
Exactly. This feels so real, so relatable.
Totally. And it kind of makes you wonder, is this a deliberate choice to, push back against that whole perfect celebrity image? Or is this just Like, Selena being Selena, like, is this what real happiness looks like when you take away all the glitz and glam?
It's a good question.
Right. Makes you
I,
think.
I think it's something a lot of people wonder about, honestly. In a world where it's all about how things look,
Mm.
it's kind of refreshing to see someone just embrace the simple things and find joy in the unexpected.
Totally. And speaking of unexpected, we got to talk about how the internet is reacting to all of
Oh,
this.
yeah, that's a whole other deep dive.
It's been a wild ride, that's for sure.
It's like textbook parasocial relationships playing out in real time.
Oh, absolutely. Explain what you mean by that.
So you've got all these fans who feel like they've grown up with Selena, they've been there for all the ups and downs.
Right. Very public ups and downs.
Exactly. So when something like this engagement happens, it's like it triggers all these intense feelings for people.
And we've seen the whole spectrum
Oh, yeah.
from like pure joy, Taylor Swift's already claiming her spot as Flower Girl, which is adorable,
So cute.
to like some really snarky memes.
Right. And people bringing up Justin Bieber, of course.
Yeah, people just can't let go of that, can they?
No, they can't.
I know. But it's interesting, right? It really shows you how much people feel invested in the lives of celebrities.
Yeah, they feel like they have a say.
Right, like they have some ownership over their choices. And it really makes you wonder, does all that online noise actually affect their happiness? Or are they just like at a point where they can tune it all out?
Tough question. I don't know if we can really answer that.
Probably not, but it's
Yeah.
definitely something to think about as we go deeper into all this.
For sure. Yeah, it makes you think.
It really does. And, it also makes me think about everything Selena's been through.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like her whole journey. She's been so open about her health struggles these past few years. And one of the things she's talked about, and this is really tough, is that she may not be able to have kids naturally.
It's so brave of her to talk about that so openly.
It is. It's really personal.
Yeah.
And she's talked about, looking at other options like surrogacy or adoption,
Right.
which, takes a lot of courage to even think about, let alone talk about publicly.
Yeah. Shows how much she's willing to redefine, what it means to be a mom and have a family.
Yeah.
It's not about fitting into some, pre-made box anymore.
Totally.
It's about finding your own happiness, whatever that looks like.
Exactly. Doing it your way.
Exactly. And it's pretty amazing when you think about how successful she already is, especially in business.
Oh my gosh, right. She's like one of the youngest self-made billionaires in the U.S.
And rare beauty.
Rare beauty. Valued at something like $1.3 billion. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Think about it. I mean, so many celebrities try to break into the beauty world.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
And a lot of them, it's just like slap your name on a product and call it a day.
Yeah, they're just hoping for the best.
But with Selena, it's different. She actually put in the work. She built a brand that people believe in, a brand that means something.
Right. It's inclusive.
Authentic.
And her fans love it. It's
Yeah.
not just a brand, it's like a whole community.
Exactly. And that shows, not just good business sense,
Right.
but it also shows something about who she is as a person, her values.
Yeah, she cares.
And that's what makes her success so cool, I think. It feels real.
Yeah, people respond to that. They can tell when it's just a cash grab and when it's like something more.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And speaking of success, have you heard about the Golden Globes?
Oh, what about it?
She got nominated for 2.
I know, it's crazy.
For Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah.
And then also for that musical thriller, Emilia Perez.
She's killing it.
It's like her career is just exploding right now.
Yeah, it really seems like she's found her groove creatively.
It makes you wonder. I mean, now that she's with Benny, are we going to see some new music from them together?
Oh my gosh, I hope so.
Like a collab?
I would love that. Like a full album.
Yeah.
Even they've worked together in the past. Remember Diamonds by Rihanna?
Oh, what's that?
Benny co-wrote and co-produced that.
Crazy.
And the music they could make together now.
Who knows?
I mean, their energy together, I think it could be something really special.
I agree. And, we've been talking a lot about Selena,
Yeah.
but let's not forget about Benny.
True. He's a pretty amazing musician in his own right.
Total genius.
Yeah, he doesn't get nearly as much attention as Selena.
No, he's way more low-key.
But the guy is like a legend in the music industry.
Yeah, his influence on pop music, undeniable.
Right. So it makes you think, what does he think about all of this? What's his perspective?
Right, like what's his story?
We've been so focused on Selena, which makes sense. I mean, she's like this huge star, but all the things we've seen, all the articles and stuff, they all focus on her side of things.
Yeah, it's always about her journey.
But Benny's a part of this too.
Absolutely. Like, what are his hopes and dreams? What does happiness look like for him?
Yeah, good point. We should be asking those questions too.
We should. And maybe, this whole engagement, it'll make people curious about him.
I hope so.
Get them to, like, check out his music, appreciate his talent.
I'd love to see that.
Me too. It would be amazing to see them both thriving, both on their own and as a couple.
Yeah, I mean, relationships should be about, like, supporting each other, letting each person shine.
Totally. And, that's such an important message, especially in a world where it's all about individual success, you know?
Right. Everyone's trying to make it on their own.
Yeah. But Selena and Benny, they're showing us that it can be different.
Yeah.
The relationship can be about lifting each other up, not tearing each other down.
And I think that's really powerful, especially with everything else going on in the world right now. All the division, all the negativity. It's nice to see a couple who are just, like, genuinely happy together and celebrating each other.
I agree. And, this whole engagement, it's definitely unconventional,
Oh, yeah, totally.
but it's making us rethink what love and success can look like.
And that's never a bad thing.
Exactly.
I feel like we've just scratched the surface here.
Yeah, there's so much to talk about.
Right. From that amazing Marquise cut diamond to the Taco Bell proposal, which still cracks me up, by the way.
Oh, it's iconic.
It really is.
And, I think that's what I love about doing these deep dives with you.
Yeah.
Like, we get to go so much deeper than just, reading a headline or scrolling through social media.
We get the full picture.
We do.
Yeah.
It's about asking the right questions, looking at all sides of things.
Totally. And it's like every time we peel back another layer,
What happens?
there's like another surprise waiting for us.
Right. Another twist.
Another perspective. And I think one of the biggest things we've learned from this whole Selena and Benny situation
is how much our ideas about success and happiness are changing, especially when it comes to love and relationships.
Yeah, there's no blueprint anymore.
Not at all. And Selena and Benny are showing us that you can find love, you can find happiness
Yeah.
on your own turf.
You don't have to follow the rules.
You don't.
Create your own happily ever after, right?
Exactly, which is so inspiring. And it makes you think, what can we learn from her journey? What can we take away and apply to our own lives?
That's the question, right? I mean, for me, it's all about resilience
Oh, yeah.
and being authentic.
She's had so many challenges thrown at her, personal stuff, professional stuff.
Yeah.
But she keeps getting back up, stronger every time.
Yeah, she never gives up.
And she's always stayed true to who she is.
Right. Never compromised her values.
Yeah, she's not afraid to be herself, even when it means going against the grain.
Exactly. Like, think about her career.
Yeah.
The way she built Rare Beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Even her engagement ring.
Right.
It's all about defying expectations. It's about saying, I'm not going to fit into your box. I'm going to make my own box.
That's right.
And that's such a powerful message. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm left with this one question that I really want you guys to think about too.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
We've been talking so much about Selena,
Yeah, we have.
her world, her journey, her successes. We even talked about like the whole parasocial relationship thing and how the internet reacts to all of this.
Right. How much people feel invested in her life.
Yeah, it's crazy. But what about Benny?
Oh, good point.
What's his take on all of this?
Like, what's going on in his head?
Exactly. What are his hopes and dreams? What does a good life look like to him?
We need to hear his side of the story.
We do, because it's so easy to get caught up in Selena's narrative,
Yeah, she's the one in the spotlight.
Right. But this is a two-way street. This is a partnership.
That's right.
And Benny's thoughts and feelings are just as important.
They are. And maybe, that's something for you guys to think about, to explore further.
Yeah, like what are the other perspectives we're missing?
Whose voices aren't we hearing?
Because that's what it's all about, right? Trying to understand, even when things are messy and complicated.
Yeah, there's always more to learn.
Always. And that, my friends, is what a deep dive is all about.
Well said.
Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco engagement. We've covered so much, but like always, this is just the beginning. Keep those questions coming, keep exploring, and keep diving deep.